It's that time again.
Morning!
And it's updates again.
The Kyle Family Vlog! And we are back here in Manitou Springs today on our way to go do some yard work with Scott. Scott, technically is not an employee, but he actually really enjoys coming and doing yard work or something. I don't know. He just keeps coming. We appreciate his help with a lot of stuff. Now we are stopping because there needs to be food put in some tanks, and so we have to stop and eat together at Subway before we can. Gluten-free Subway, the only gluten-free Subway that has a gluten-free option in the area, so that we can go work together, right?
Time to shovel.
Dear Scott, why do you always listen to bad music? And you're so proud of it.
I don't know if the camera can pick it up. What? We're making fun of you and your music choices on the vlog.
I have no music. What are you talking about?
To be fair, he was listening to Les Mis or blah blah blah, and Les Mis is one of my favorite musicals. Well,
I think it's just funny how loud he'll listen to stuff like Les Mis.
okay, let me put it this way. Les Mis is one of my favorite musicals, but I can only watch it like twice a year or so because it takes me being in the right mood to sit down and watch something beautiful and tragic for 3 hours. I mean, that doesn't happen that often.
Aside from watching our own lives.
Yeah.
Hello? Hold on. I'm getting some, we are getting some rock in our truck.
Funny enough, actually, I was talking to her about doing that last night.
We should totally do the incline.
Okay. Nat wants to do the incline with you guys when you're here.
It'll be miserable and awful and wonderful. We just had an impromptu conversation with Eric and Suzie on the way here on a messenger chat. Suzie had messaged me and I was replying to her, and then I was looking at Tibs, and I looked at the screen again, and then it said that there was a call coming through, so I don't know if I called her or she called me. We don't know what happened, but we just talked the whole way over here. And it was so good to hear from them and catch up. They told us that they're actually going to come see us for their spring break, so we'll get to see them soon. I'm so excited! You should be excited too, little Tibs. Yes, Uncle Eric and Aunt Suzie. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, show us the shape of your can, Scott.
This is what happens if you have Dr. Pepper at the top of a mountain.
It froze and it was swollen like a football, and I was actually going to ask him if it was shaped like that on purpose for the Super Bowl or something.
Reason number 407 why I love the net, because I do things like get to a job site and pull the wood out of the way that needs to be cut down and think, oh, I'll get to that when I'm all done. And then we've done everything else, we're getting ready to go get the last load, and I think, oh crap, I still have to do this other job, and it's disappointing because I just want to keep plugging on with the day and I have to stop and do it. And then I discovered that nope, Nat saw that I didn't do it and put it to the side and went and did it while I wasn't even paying attention, was working on something else, and she's very good at that. That's a pretty normal thing. She's very helpful. The other thing that's interesting is, so when you do landscaping with a one-person crew, it takes forever. You put another person in there and it goes faster than double, right? Then you put another person in there, so it's a 3-person crew, and it goes faster than double once again. So you take these jobs that would normally take all day and you're busting them out in just a couple of hours. We have to go back and we gotta go dump some of this. Look in the back, you see trash. And we gotta pick up a little bit more rock and go back, put that down, and then we're done there for today. Tibs, you've been very good today. You're always very good. Yeah. What you looking for? What do you need? We are headed home. I'm very grateful that Scott was willing to come and hang out and help. I have my daily migraine, which gets annoying, but it kicked in right as we were finishing, and so it would have made finishing it a lot harder if it was just us. So I'm gonna go home and lay down, and he'll be back to hang out in the morning because we're doing more stuff together tomorrow. How you doing?
Good.
You worked hard, Natty Haas?
Ish. I feel like Scott did quite a bit of the hard labor that I usually assign myself, so I actually don't feel as tired, nearly as tired as I usually do.
I'm gonna go home. We have hot water now. I think I told you guys yesterday, but our hot water got turned off because the boiler broke or something like that, so they replaced that. We now should have hot water, so I can go home and bathe, because I wanted to bathe yesterday, but I didn't want to do it in the frozen cold water we had, and now I'm a mess. I'm all dirty.
But you could have done it like on Eat, Pray, Love when she's in Italy and she's staying with the old woman, and she goes, how do I take a hot bath? And she goes, you heat the water and you put it in the tub. And she goes, just a kettle of hot water. She goes, it gets all the important parts clean.
Don't want to do that. Our Chupa is very mechanically oriented. His favorite thing to do is figure out stuff like this. The little, you have to push the button down and the lid flips up. And he kept trying to pull instead of pushing it. And he finally just figured out, oh, I have to push the button down. And
after several minutes of frustrated whines and a little bit of crying, I showed him several times over. I kept doing it the same way each time because he kept trying to pull the tab from the bottom. I said, no, you have to push it.
Yeah.
And then he finally figured it out, and now he stopped whining.
Yeah. He's usually really good at figuring stuff out like that on his own, which is probably why he was so frustrated with it, because he's been playing with it for a while. He put quite a bit of effort into pulling that tab up, and he just couldn't get it, so he was mad. But you learned. You learned. You're getting it. He also is getting a lot more comfortable up on these legs recently. Aren't you, boy?
Tibs and I are just hanging out. We ate something together. We're listening to music together now. But I had to pause it because we were playing with his little plush toys, and I was showing him how to kiss them. And now he's trying to kiss them. And give it a kiss. Give it a kiss. Yeah, gentle.
Thank you for joining us today. Come back tomorrow if you liked it. Okay, subscribe and share. Good night.
If you liked it, subscribe. If you liked it, thumbs up. If you liked it, comment.